I move that it be approved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Y'all wanna fight for it, or who wants it?
No.
Okay, I have a motion made by Clayton and a second by Brendan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Alright, you guys should also have the agenda set before you for today's meeting. Does anybody have any comments or revisions that they need to be made?
Make a motion, we set the agenda.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Motion made by Tim, second by Linda. If I could get all those in favor? Those opposed? Okay, great. Lori, do we have any public comments for today? Do you know?
No, there's no one exciting here.
Okay.
One check.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. We have no old business. We've got a couple items of new business. The first item is consideration of a request for a performance bond reduction for Tennessee National LLC. Looks like we have 7 of them, and I will read them all out. We have application 276, bond reduction to $382,190.14 for Tennessee National Pod 14 to 16. We have application 280, bond reduction to $353,029.31 for Tennessee National Pod 15. We have application 281, the bond reduction to $266,870.09 for Tennessee National Pod 17. We have application 277, bond reduction to $152,525.96 for Tennessee National Pod 18. Application 278, the bond reduction to $230,000, is it 330?
Yeah.
Okay, and 40 cents for Tennessee National Pod 20. And then we have application 279, the bond reduction to $225,126.59 for Tennessee National Pod 21. And application 283, the bond reduction to $7,331,115.75 for Tennessee National Marina Phase 2.
Lori's provided a map here just to try to indicate where these are located. The applicants here, city and LUB staff have reviewed their request for reduction and have approved these amounts.
can you, I assume that construction's already been finished in certain areas. Can you sort of outline the general nature of those improvements that we have and the sufficiency of what's left to cover the remaining work to be done?
Yes, sir, be happy to, and Tyler can speak to that as well.
Good afternoon. So on all of those pods, except for the Marina Phase 2, everything is complete except for the surface coat of asphalt in the roads, which generally they like to leave until, home construction's done so they don't get torn up. So we have utilities, stormwater, curb and gutter, sidewalks, and the base courses of road is all done. On the Marina Phase 2, that's being asked to be reduced down by 30% because erosion control, grading, and some initial stormwater is installed, so there's still a lot left to do there.
The reason I asked that question, we had a problem with a subdivision close to there years ago before it was annexed, and a bond wasn't paid. It left the road service not with the top coat for a number of years. It was a headache for a while, but I thought that was the general nature of what had happened. I don't have any qualms about it. I just wanted to be reassured.
Sure, yeah.
Thanks for asking the question. If we can approve this type of report to you. We're trying to be transparent with the bond initiation and any of the reductions, so we appreciate the questions.
I have a question. Is this a percentage of the performance that's been done, or how do you come up with these amounts?
A through F left 15% of the bond, and then the last, for Tennessee National Marina Phase 2, it's a 30% reduction, so there's 70% left.
I'll make a motion that we go ahead and accept this request as written.
I'll second.
Okay, a motion's been made by Clayton and a second by Tim. Can I please have a roll call vote?
Clayton Pangle,
Yes.
Tim Dixon,
Aye.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know you were calling the roll call. Yes.
Brandon DeBeers,
Yes.
Rachel Rennan,
Yes.
Linda Leffler,
Yes.
and Abigail Allhouse.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that. I was gonna say, you can stay there if you want to. Yeah. The next item, new business we have is application 282 for the review of the final plat for Tennessee National Pod 22. Property owner Tennessee National LLC, tax map 023, portion of the parcel 1.04, tax map 032, parcel 1.00 for the planned development district.
So this is final plat for pod 22, 114 lots. And since the last meeting where we got preliminary plat approved, we've worked with staff and added notes in regards to the length of the roads for the cul-de-sac roads and the driveway slopes. Those are the two major things. We have just received TDEC approval for grading and erosion control. And I think but on all the comments from LU and the city, so.
It's consistent with the preliminary plat that you previously approved.
And there'll be a bond for this one also.
Does anyone have any questions or comments?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. Motion made by Brendan and second by Rachel. Can I please have a roll call vote?
Brendan,
Yes.
Rachel,
Yes.
Tim Dixon,
Aye.
Linda,
Yes.
Clayton Pangle,
Yes.
Abigail Allhouse.
Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, that is it for new business today. We do have a staff report for the consideration of a request to amend Title 14 zoning of the City of Loudon Municipal Code by amending section 14-203 definitions to add a definition for recreational vehicle and creating a new section, section 14-620, temporary occupations of a recreational vehicle, camper, or other non-permanent habitation. Thank you.
This is changing, and adding regulations having to do with people living in their driveways or on property, in RV vehicles to allow for codes to have more regulations regarding them so they can take care of them if they occur. So, basically the first thing that we're doing is adding the definition of a recreational vehicle to the zoning code. So this is it'll be single access, 400 feet or less, self-propelled or towable with a light truck, and then designed, of course, for temporary quarters for recreational camping, travel, and site use is what the definition is going to be added. So then we are working on the addition of section 14-620. This was taken to City Council's workshop on July 13th, and they've already reviewed these regulations, and so we're bringing it to you guys for consideration. So the criteria for them is they must be greater than 1 acre in a non-platted subdivision only. They're restricted to the homeowner, household, or people that live in the household. They cannot rent or lease them. They have to be connected to utilities, electric, water, septic, and then they have to have operational carbon monoxide detectors, and then they have to have functional HVAC and water heaters. And of course, they can only be used for sleeping and cooking and those kinds of things. They will be permitted on single-family dwelling lots when the house is under construction. They're allowed for 6 months, but up to a year if there's an extension. And then they have to leave and be disconnected when the CO for the house is issued. We did some research and based this on the Knox County regulations, but then did research on what other areas and other communities in the area are doing. This is pretty much consistent. There were some like Blount County that actually had some stronger recommendations or restrictions, but this was the research that we did of what other communities are actually enforcing for temporary recreational vehicles on property. If you want me, yeah. So that's the ordinance that we're proposing.
Could you go back to your slide right before that one?
Sure.
Okay. The question I had pertained to two things. One, you get a permit if a building's being under construction, but you also say you can't have it in a subdivision. Is that an exception to the subdivision?
Meaning the permit, if you apply for the permit, can you get it even though you're in a subdivision?
That's right.
You get a temporary use based on section 14-617.
Yeah, okay, so, even though there's an overall blanket to prevent them in subdivisions, there is a exception to that.
But you have to get a temporary permit to do it.
Yeah, okay, I wanted to make sure that was the way it worked.
What power does Travis have over this? So if someone has not applied for a permit and there is a recreational vehicle in their driveway or on their property, what power do you have after you've realized they're not in compliance?
It would probably depend on if it's owner occupied or if it's somebody renting or leasing the property. But ultimately, we'd be a citation to city court at the current time.
Okay.
Maybe Chris.
But-
So we would cite them to city court and they'd be in violation for, of the city ordinance. And then we would hope that the judge would make a ruling on it and we'd move forward.
And the need, because we don't really have anything to control it right now.
No.
So this goes, after informing us, this will go back to city council for actual adoption once it's all worked out.
Yeah, if there's any changes, it would go back to workshop. Otherwise, it'll go to legislation for the next city council meeting.
So we don't need to take action. Is this an informational thing today?
Or just to make a recommendation to amend the zoning ordinance as presented. Because you guys actually oversee the zoning ordinance,
Sure.
so you guys would make the recommendation
Right, to the city council.
Was were all these pictures taken from residences in the city?
No, I just found it.
The first one was really the one that I was concerned about. The others look great.
That's cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
I think this is a reasonable step because we need to have something in place to control this. It's just, as we grow and different things happen, this wasn't a problem in the 60s when we didn't have these RVs. I make a recommendation that we pass this on to the city council to consider and act on this.
Yeah, I second it 100%.
So we have a motion made to move this to city council from Clayton and then a second by Brendan. Do you want a roll call vote for this one? Okay. So all those in favor? Those opposed? Okay, so we recommend that to city council. Are there any other staff comments on anything?
After the next round of planning commission meetings on September 2nd, we will be asking you all to stay. We're doing a presentation about the new section 140 that's being enforced by the state of Tennessee to understand the new requirements that staff and planning commission are gonna be having in the new 60 and 30-day review comments that are being passed that go in effect January 1st. So we'll have a video and then some handouts and presentation to talk about how that's gonna change how we do things. Oh, sorry.
It's public chapter 1044. So there's also 140 that we're
Dealing with
working
those.
on as well.
That's fees, so
which
yeah.
is- Yeah,
Sorry.
there's several now.
Similar.
Yeah. It's their fault.
Yeah, sorry.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
In a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Uh,
Alright. Planning commission has been adjourned. Now I would like to call to order this meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals. Can I get a roll call, please?
Abigail Allhouse.
Here.
Dennis Brennan. Clayton Pangle.
Here.
Brendan DeBoers.
Here.
Kevin Bookout. David Mears. Rachel Rennan.
Here.
Tim Dixon.
Here.
Scott Wilson. And Linda Leffler.
Here.
Unicorn.
Alright, everyone should have the meeting minutes from the July 8th meeting. Has everyone gotten a chance to look over those?
Yes.
Are there any revisions that need to be made?
I don't believe so.
Can I get a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you. Get a second.
I'll second.
Motion has been made by Linda, second by Brennan to approve the minutes. All those in favor? Those opposed? Great. We also have the agenda for today's meeting set in front of you. Are there any revisions or additions that need to be made to it?
I'll make a motion to set the agenda.
Second.
Thank you. Motion made by Tim, second by Rachel. Can I get all those in favor? Those opposed? Great. All right, we have no one signed up for public comments, and we have no old business. We have one item of new business. It is application number 274 for 113 Reno Vista Lane. The review of a variance request to allow a 5-foot reduction of the front yard setback to 25 feet from the required 30-foot front yard setback for a single-family dwelling. The applicant is Scott Davis on behalf of the property owner, Asana Investments LLC, tax map 040G, Group B, parcel 31 for R1 low-density residential district. Is there someone here to represent? Thank you.
Doesn't look like the same up here without Mr. Carey.
Right. Yeah.
Scott Davis, P.O. Box 11315, Knoxville 37939.
So can you tell us a little bit about the variance request for this property?
Yes, ma'am, you can't really see it on here, but there's a pipeline, a gas line, pipeline easement that runs behind this lot. And when we talked to the pipeline, Kinder Morgan, sorry. They asked if we could consider applying for a variance on that to keep from getting any closer to the pipeline. And so we're asking for a variance to be able to move the front setback forward just a little bit so we don't have to do any additional work along the pipeline easement there.
Is this a natural gas pipeline? Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
what it is?
Yes, ma'am. And if y'all know that dealing with the pipeline folks is a challenging experience, and so, so we try to do what we can to keep them happy and try to stay away from the easement if we can, yes, ma'am.
Michael, has staff reviewed this and
They have, this is kind of a continuation. There was previous coordination, I think, as he mentioned with Kidder Morgan. That was really in the detail of the roadway, making sure that we had clearance from the liquid gas pipeline to the road. As they got into the detail of setting a prototype home on the site, as the applicant stating, they're requesting a certain distance from the easement. This as a best practice. And so the decision before you is to allow the reduced setback by 5 feet to accommodate that.
I had one technical question.
Yes, sir.
I travel that road a good bit, in front of this subdivision connects to, and also I'm an attorney, just
I won't hold that.
for knowledge of what we're passing, so it could be recorded properly. Is this the record order owner as of today, or has it been transferred?
It was transferred to D.R. Horton, but at the time of the application, we owned, and then they've asked us to.
Sure, but in our document, it gives the owner of record, Manessa Investments LLC. Is that correct, or do we need to modify that language to reflect a different owner name?
Yes, sir, technically, it would need to be D.R. Horton, because if we, from the time we transfer, from the time we applied to the time we.
Sure,
No, and I appreciate you bringing
I'm
that
from
up,
it.
that for technical
But-
purposes, yes, sir.
you know, when somebody's reviewing these years in the future, that's not legally correct.
No, and I appreciate it, my
So
dad's an attorney, and I
I would
appreciate.
just,
bringing that up, yeah.
say we need to change that to the correct owner.
Yes, sir, appreciate that.
Thank you for the question. We understood that there was some future plan for that, but weren't aware that the transaction had occurred.
Yes, sir, yeah, I appreciate you bringing that attention.
I thought I noticed a property transfer, but also there's a sign there that refers to opening soon with their name on it. With that correction, I'd make a recommendation, we approve this variance request.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion made by Clayton to approve this variance request with the revision of the property owner to the correct D.R. Horton property owner, and a second made by Tim. Can I please get a roll call vote on this?
Clayton Pangle,
Yes.
Tim Dixon, Brendan DeVores,
Yes.
Rachel Rennan,
Yes.
Linda Leffler,
Yes.
Abigail Owens.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you all for your time, and thank you for your willingness to serve on this commission, appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you. All right, we have no committee staff reports or reminders, correct? No, I didn't. Okay, perfect. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Right.
Perfect. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
You need anything?